Hello everybody, here's Slagnado. This is a game between Vladimir Kramnik and Garry Kasparov, and Kramnik defeated Kasparov in 2000 and then he became world champion, as you might know. And before that, Kasparov was the leading figure in the chess world. This is a game in 1994, and here Kramnik defeated Kasparov, so that was great for Kramnik. Kramnik played knight f3, and Kasparov replied with knight f6, and Kasparov plays the King's Indian defense. And Kramnik's statistics against the King's Indian defense are quite well. He plays quite well against the King's Indian defense. And here, this is all quite normal. H5 isn't the most popular move. Knight h6 is played more often. H5, a seemingly aggressive move, wanting to attack on the king side. And knight e2, attacking the knight on g4. So it goes back, now f3, getting just a stable pawn chain. And now knight f7, going back again, making place for the bishop. And now Kramnik castles long, and now he does something against the normal idea, because normal idea is to attack on the king side, and Kramnik castles on the queen side. So that seems quite logical, because now the attack that's normally is played on the king side will not have any effect on his king, so he will not get mated. But now Kasparov plays a move which I think isn't very good, c5, and Fritz also thinks it isn't very good. He gives more than a point advantage to Kramnik, so more than a pawn advantage. And the two moves he gives are bishop to f2 and g4, and I think this is, well, quite logical. If you look to the two kings, then we see all these pawns are pushed, so this king isn't well defended. Here it's a bit open, and with g4 bishop f2 you make some room to get a pawn storm on that king side and try to rip open that king, which is a bit weak or vulnerable at the moment. And now Kramnik plays a move which I also think isn't very good. He plays d takes c en passant, and now b takes, and the b file is open, so that I think isn't a very good move, because now you're opening lines to your own king, and better was to let this center close and then attack on that king. King b1 and a5, wanting to maybe push it to a3 and try to rip that king open. Now it's a bit vulnerable, and now knight a5, stopping the pawn, and now c5, and this has two disadvantages. The pawn on d6, now it's vulnerable, and of course there's a hole on d5, and that's why Kramnik plays knight c3, going back to go to that weak square. Bishop e3 and knight to d5, now getting on the strong field and also attacking the bishop. The bishop goes to d4, and Kramnik attacks it with knight to b3, bishop b7, attacking the strong knight. Now Kramnik decides to take, and f4, trying to open the game up a bit, and rook b8, of course getting on the same file as the white king, and rook f1. Kramnik doesn't mind, and knight h6, c5. Now the bishop takes, pawn takes, and knight f5. Now instead of getting the bishop away, which is attacked, Kramnik plays f takes e, and after knight takes, he takes another pawn, and now Kramnik has 2 pawns for a knight, but he sees he's going to get d4 also. After knight e5, rook takes d4, also attacking the knight, and after knight takes, Kramnik comes with a very strong move. So if you want to find it, now stop the video and think a bit now, maybe you can find it. It's a very strong move by Kramnik, and it starts a strong attack, and it's rook takes f5, giving the exchange but getting a pawn back, and also attacking h5, so he's getting 2 pawns and a piece for his rook. King g7, and bishop takes h5. And now Kasparov plays a move which is, a blunder is an understatement. Rook to h8. Well, this is just very bad, and if you can find it, now the second stunning move, try to find it, stop the video. Kramnik comes with a very strong move, and it's rook g4, and the point of this move is that it can't be taken by knight takes, because then queen g6, king f8 and queen f7 mate. So what does happen? The king has to go away, and now queen e6, and now if black decides to take the bishop, then rook g8 is checkmate, and if he wants to take the rook with the knight, then queen f7 is checkmate. So we see that Kasparov here just gets beaten really hard. It's really tough now. Rook b7, trying to get some defense, but now c6, attacking the rook. Well, he's trying to stop this attack for a while, just, well, how a computer would defend if there was no hope anymore, just doing the little moves that are playable, some checks. But after a long walk, d7, oh, I'm sorry, d7, blocking the check, and here Kasparov resigned. And here Fritz finds a neat little line. It's going mate here. Just like this. So Kasparov really in some, really a heavy game for him. Lost quite hard. Great win for Kramnik. I hope you liked it. I think it was a great game. Any comments or questions on YouTube? Bye and take care.